How's it going, everyone? Big Country here, Redneck Side Motorcycle Whips. How was everybody's Sunday? We are gonna wait. We're gonna have hopefully we'll get a couple people in here. If not, we're gonna do this for those viewers that are out there later. But we do have a guest today, and we're gonna bring him on here in a few minutes. We're gonna give a little bit of time to let a couple people get in here before we start getting things rolling. Let's see. You can hear me backstage, right? Okay. A nod to work for me. We're gonna. So it looks like what? Who's that? McCook says, "Yo, that's my uncle." All right. Let's see. We got a couple people in there. Who's out there? Go ahead and jump in the chat so we know you're there. We're gonna get things started here in a minute. Let some people tune in. As y'all know, Big Country here, Redneck Side Motorcycle Whips, and this is the Burning Room. So while we wait, we're going to get this stuff started and fire one up. Ray, how's it going? That's a new viewer there. How's it going, brother? Haven't seen you. Maybe you know Kyle. I see him nodding backstage. We're going to bring him on here in a few minutes. We're just going to give a little bit of time, get some people in here, get the chat going, find out what's everybody up to, where everybody's from. Let me know if you're burning. It is the Burning Room. We have Kyle Dalton from Sinister Studios, and he's going to let us know a little bit about him and what he's got going on today or has going on. And I'm not very good at interviews, but we're going to do this anyhow because we wing it. That's how we do it, and that's how we get things rolling. Let's see a couple others in there. Hey, Astro Shadows, what's going on, brother? Good old Ghost. How's it going, kitty? So if you guys don't know, you have to let me see. I want to pop a link up, and let's see. This is the YouTube link for Kyle Dalton is in the description of the video. If you go down and click that more button, you'll find a description, links to some of the other people we watch, and also Kyle Dalton, which is I'm going to be learning with you guys. This is going to be my first time talking with him and learning more about him. He'll be able to tell you some of the people who he's worked with before, because he does. Let's see, he's got Sinister Studios. So check him out on his YouTube. I'm going to get the Facebook link up and share that with everybody as well. Yeah, he did a pretty cool song. Well, he was featured in the song. I believe I'm correct. I don't remember the name of it because I'm still learning about Kyle myself. But he'll let you know about that, guys. But yeah, we're gonna pull up some information for him, so you guys have that as well. Because anybody who comes on the burning room, we want to show and send the followers. Oh, good. Right, yes, and so music is the right place to be today. And once I get this up, we'll bring Kyle from backstage and put him up here and let him talk and let y'all know what's going on. And I will try to pop things up on the screen as well. And everybody knows I'm slow at this, so just be patient with me. How's it going, Dean? And yes, I'm super slow. Let's see. I think I got it popped up here. Yes. So I'm gonna put in the chat. There's a link where you guys can check out Kyle Dalton's Facebook page. He's got some stuff he's gonna let us know about. Okay, we got a couple more people. Let's see, Dean, Kitty. All right. So, what is everybody up to? Go ahead, jump in the chat. Let us know where you're from, and we're gonna bring Kyle on. So, please, everybody, welcome Kyle.
What's up, everybody?
How's it going, brother?
It's going good, man. Thank you for having me on here, man. I really appreciate it.
Right on. Like I told El Demonio, we suck at introductions. We're learning. So just be patient with me. And yeah, man, glad to have you, brother. Always good to have someone on the show.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is cool. Like El Demonio, he needs no introduction before me, right? But he's kind of the one that said, "Hey, you should come in here and talk to everybody, man." So figured it's a good opportunity, man, just to come on here and have a good time with y'all.
Right on. We appreciate you. And so yeah, we're gonna El Demonio is that's how I learned about Kyle Dalton. And I'm still learning. So, and that's why he's on the show today, because I'm going to hear what you guys are about to hear as well. And he's got some things that he wants to let you know about. So we're going to give pass the microphone over to him and let him fill you guys in. And any questions, feel free to throw it in the chat. I'll try my best to get them up there. That way, if questions for Kyle, maybe I'll pop them up. He'll be able to see them as well. So there you go.
If you got any questions, throw them at me. I'll answer them gladly. So just a little bit of background, I guess. I'm a musician that's been playing in the Four Corners area here for around 23 years. Playing mostly metal, but I do a little bit of everything. Had the opportunity to do some really cool things over the course of those 23 years, and tour the U.S. and the world a couple of times, and play with some. Shared the stage with some amazing bands over that time. But yeah, so I guess how this all happened was, well, I guess I'll start where we're at. The reason I'm here is to talk about my new album, which is a solo album. It's entitled The Weight of Doubt. It actually just came out Friday. Came out everywhere music is streamed and sold, all the streaming services, iTunes, all that stuff. And it actually had a really good debut for Amazon. It was debuted at #1 on the Movers and Shakers charts. Also #6 on the rock and metal charts, and #27 on all genre charts. So really good debut release there for me, man. I was pretty much on cloud 9 all day yesterday. Lots of phone calls. Lots of just taking it all in, man. Taking it all in. But that's the reason I'm here, is to talk about that. But also, I guess can talk a little bit about how we ended up here too. I mean, there it is on the screen. That's the new album, The Weight of Doubt. It's a 6-song EP. I feature a bunch of other artists on it. Actually, El Demonio is on one of the tracks called Like a Disease.
Right on.
He's a featured artist on there as well, which y'all should go check out if you can.
Yeah, and those of you who view, you've already seen El Demonio on a past episode, and that's who he's talking about.
Yeah, and that's kind of how we got here too.
Right on.
Actually, El Demonio was on here, and he was talking about he's had some pretty good success lately. He had Diamond on My Heart went #1, and then his latest single had a couple of #1s, and then his last album, I think it hit like number 16 or number 12. And I actually recorded, mixed, and mastered all those albums for him. So that's another thing
awesome.
we're talking about here. Is I run a studio here called Sinister Studios, and that's kind of how it all started. Is he came. If you watched his episode, he was talking about how he used to be big in the industry and took a little break, and then when he came back, he wanted to just record a couple of songs, see how it went. He didn't know it was going to blow up like that, and he was just looking locally for somebody to come record with. So he hit me up. You know, I had known him previously, just in passing, because I mean it's not a huge area here, and he was incorporated in some other music stuff a while back when my other bands were doing some stuff. So he came to me and we recorded Diamond on My Heart and Southside 1%er, which is the song that I'm actually featured on his it was on his greatest hits album, and it was also on his Diamond on My Heart album. And then yeah, that went #1 on iTunes, certified, which was pretty amazing to be a part of that. And then it just all kind of took off from there. Since I was featured as a featured artist on that song and it went #1, he kind of brought it up like, well, you're featured as a solo artist, you should think about doing a solo album. And
Right on.
I was like, I don't know, man. I never done that before. You know, I've always been in bands. I've always released stuff with bands and done that. But he also heard one of my tracks, which is actually the first song on the album. It's called Regret, and it features my buddy Levi Stockton, who we've been in a band together for the past 16 years, 17 years, called Morbid Justice, local metalcore band. And he heard that track, and it was just a track we were working on. We didn't know what we were going to do with it, where we were going to put it. And it had a real unique kind of grunge sound. And he heard it and he was like, man, you should build off of that, man. You should take that and run that with your solo thing. And I was like, yeah, okay, that's a good idea, man. So
Right
it
on.
all
Yeah.
kind of just took off from there, man. I just tried to put together as many cool tracks as I could, write as many diverse songs for the album as I could. The only real stipulation was that it had to be radio rock, accessible. So that made me step out of my boundaries a bit, because like I said, I'm a heavy metal guy. That's what I've been doing for a long time. But also, again, it was a cool experience to do. I had the opportunity to feature El Demonio, so I wrote a song specifically for him to be on. And then I got some other cool features from my friends, and then also some other big acts. Friends of mine called Crash Karma. They're an LA-based metal duo. They're actually known as the White Stripes of Metal, because they're a duo, two-piece, and they're absolutely phenomenal. And I got them to guest feature on one song called Death of Me. So it's been kind of like my own thing, but a huge collaboration with a lot of talented musicians as well.
Right on. We say if I can get this to work right, and we can get a little preview of that Death of Me.
Yeah, let's check it out.
So you guys also, this is available on his YouTube, where you guys can view the whole song.
Yes.
And
There's actually a lyric video for it on my YouTube, which is because that it's my first single off the album. So go check it out on YouTube. You can search up Kyle Dalton or Death of Me, and check it out. It's kind of cool little lyric video that I made.
So right here, go ahead and let everybody know what we have up on the screen, and then I'll push play after you.
Yeah, so
let 'em know.
this is just a promo video I made for Instagram to promote the album and promote this song. And this is the bridge section of the song, which features my buddy's Crash Karma. So that's kind of why I made it in the middle there instead of being at the chorus or something like that. Because they featured on the bridge and then they did vocals on the choruses, backing vocals. So yeah, that's the rundown for this. Just a short little 30-second preview basically of the song. So if you like this, then go check out the full thing on YouTube.
Right on. Here you guys go. Let's check it out. Right on. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's very very heavily. Yeah, if you got something else to play, man.
Demonio. I want to invite all of
now
you.
it's playing the El Demonio spot.
Yeah, somehow no. Here we just exit it out.
Yeah.
In case of an emergency, hit the X
for me. Yeah, El Demonio made a little short video asking everybody to go check out the album, and that's what that was playing. But yeah,
that's what I just had something blaring in my background. I heard El Demonio, and I'm like, I'm playing the wrong video.
No, it flipped over to one of my other videos on the Instagram, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I was trying to get back to the main screen so people could see your page.
Yeah, I appreciate
but that link is in the description, guys. So check them out.
Yeah, and if you like that part of the song, go check out the full thing. It's on YouTube, and then the full album's on everything. It's on Amazon Music, Spotify. You can download the MP3 for the whole album if you go to Amazon.com and actually get a digital copy of it. And yeah, super killer news on that one, man. I guess I could give a little bit of background on the album and the songs if you want.
Hey, brother, we got at least to be an hour long.
Okay. Well, I'll try to gab your guys' ears off for that long then.
Right on, man. Hey, we let everybody know about what you got going on. That's what we're here for.
I got plenty to talk about, man. Between doing this for 23 years, man, I got stories. But
we're here to listen. That's what this channel's about.
Sweet. Well, yeah, so it's a 6-song EP. I featured some of my best friends as well as great local talent from other projects that I've been in. So I'll give you a rundown, man. Currently, I'm a busy guy. I'm in like 5 different bands that are active right now. And that includes El Demonio. So I play guitar for El Demonio. I also did all the guitar on his albums too. So if you like the guitar on those, that's all me. And then I've been playing, like I said, I play in a band called Morbid Justice. We're a metalcore band. We've been together 17 years. I have a hard rock band called Crimson Kiss. We play originals, and also my wife is in that band. It's super awesome to have her, in a band with me. I got another band called Anarchy Hammer. We play thrash metal, the heavy stuff. And then I got a cover band, and we call ourselves basically a rock and roll tribute band. So we play anything from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Anything that you hear on the radio rock, we play it, and we play it good. And we're called Escape the Badlands. So I had features from all those guys. The singer from Morbid Justice, Levi Stockton, he's on 2 of the songs. My singer for Escape the Badlands is on the last track called Left Behind, which is actually it's actually an old song that we used to do in a previous band we were in called Skull Theory. And we kind of took that song and it reimagined it and made it a little more hard rock. I also got my buddy Jesse Dahmer. He plays, or he does vocals on the song "Death of Me" with Crash Karma, and we used to be in a band together called "The Wedding Is Off." He's an incredibly amazing vocalist, so I don't want to shamelessly plug myself again, but go and check out that YouTube video because he does an amazing job on the vocals on that song. And then I got El Demonio on one, and then Kitty Voorhees, who is the singer for Crimson Kiss, is featured on the song "So Fake." So basically, I did. It's a solo venture, so I did almost all the instruments myself. I recorded the guitar, the bass, the synth, programmed the drums, and I did some vocals, but I'm not the greatest vocalist in the world, and I admit that. So that's why I enlisted all these guys that I know that are way better vocalists than me to come on and be featured on the thing. So even though it's a solo venture, I still found a way to incorporate all my friends, buddies, and bandmates, which made it, feel a little bit more like home for me instead of just me doing this by myself, So yeah, that's the rundown of the songs on the album. Let's see, what else can I say about it? If you like hard rock at all, or even just rock and roll in general, it's going to be right up your alley. I was kind of trying to read the comments as I go too. I saw Lorna Shore in there, which is pretty heavy. If you like Lorna Shore, you probably like my other bands, like Morbid Justice and that stuff. I would say that this is more. I pulled a lot of influences on this one, man. That's kind of was so when I was asked to do a solo thing, I didn't really want to do an album that just sounded the same. I wanted to make every song unique and every song have a different feel. So I tried to go for a different genre on each, man. Like I got some grunge influence in there. I have some alt rock, a little bit of metal, a little bit of hard rock, anything in there. So many different influences. If you like anything by Linkin Park or Seether or Stained or Godsmack, then that's what I'm going for on this album.
Nice. Now,
and then I see a comment here.
Yeah, we got it. Is it popping up on your screen?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
It says he's looking at the YouTube shorts. I'm playing a different guitar in every other video. How many guitars do you own and which is your favorite? Man, if I could pan the video around the room, you'd probably gasp at how many guitars are surrounding me right now, man. I honestly don't have a full count. It's probably in the 20-ish range if you count all the acoustics and stuff. But it's hard to pick a favorite, man. Probably my top one is white pinstriped Randy Rhoads signature Jackson model that my wife bought me probably 12-15 years ago. And that's been my main guitar for a long time. And that's my absolute favorite guitar. It feels the best, plays the best. But I mainly play Jacksons. So if you've seen the videos, you can tell I like Jacksons. So I got a bunch of them. So if I had to pick a favorite, that'd be my favorite, man. But I got a whole range of them that I love to play. And one of the main reasons you see me playing different guitars too is different tunings. So I use a lot of different guitar tunings. And it's just easier to have more guitars set up in that. And they're also awesome wall art too. So if you come in the studio, you just surrounded by guitars. So it's a good feeling there.
Right on. And then it looks like we got Holly. Yep, I smoked. The burning room. All right, so we got Hardwire 1%er. What's up, brother? Shit. It's a good one today.
I thought I
I'm
was
just-
the new one at this, man.
Shit, I'm gonna get a drink, but we got Hardwire. Where is the jolly good chap from?
Okay. I am from Durango, Colorado. It's southwestern corner of Colorado in the Four Corners area, man. Which is a cool little area if you've never been out here. Borders Arizona, Utah, New Mexico. So there's a lot of diversity out here, man. I've had the privilege of playing with sharing the stage with a lot of awesome bands out here too, man. We've played with my band Morbid Justice has played with Fear Factory. We've played with Soulfly. We've played with All That Remains, OTEP, Skid Row, Dawkins. These are all bands that I've had the privilege of sharing the stage with out here in this area. And it's super cool. Can't say nothing bad about it. Great area to be in.
Right on. Yeah, Hardwire, he like he said, him and El Demonio, they were did some collaborating with some stuff.
Yes.
So,
and we might be out on the road this summer too, is what I'm being told. So if all goes well, you might be able to come see me and El Demonio live.
oh, that's right, yeah.
Wherever you're from. There's been talks about tours and shows, so hopefully that goes down.
Yeah, that's what he's been telling me. I guess he's waiting to clear up some medical stuff that he's working on. So
yeah, he had the big heart attack, man. Yeah. So he's healing up from that, and then I mean he's had great success lately, and now I got some success. So hopefully we'll be out there doing it together. And we've talked about splitting shows too. Like talked about, I'll play guitar for him on his sets, and then maybe possibly I open up the shows with my songs. So
that'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd be super cool, kind of like a double bill kind of thing. So yeah. Astra Shadows Tunings makes sense. Do you play guitar, man? I mean, yeah, that's the reason for it mostly, but also it looks super cool if you change guitars a lot.
Right.
It keeps it more interesting in the videos too.
And the fact that people notice that too,
Yeah,
this shows they pay attention to what's going on.
Yeah, you don't think it
they
matters
get involved
until somebody brings it up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and the Black Label Society thing back there. I've also met Zach Wild a few times. Super cool. Seeing Black Label probably more times than I could count, honestly. And seeing him with Ozzy and everything else. So definitely a huge influence on my music as well. So if you like Zach Wild, you're gonna like some of these solos on the album. Trust me.
Let's see what else. Trying to run through some of these.
OTEP. Yeah, I mean, I don't think OTEP hasn't been active for a while, probably 5 or 6 years. We did at least 2 shows with OTEP, but this was back, God, it might even be around 10 years ago now at this point, man. They're not really active anymore. Yep, and the Slayer back there. Good eyeball. It's all right, man. Any bit of playing guitar is awesome. I mean, that's what I do. I'm a guitarist at heart. That's how I started my musical journey. And it just kind of snowballed. We needed a way to record, so I got a little analog recorder, and I put out so many demos on that thing I can't even count. And then some around, I want to say about 12 years ago, we went and recorded an album in Cleveland, Ohio, at a place called Sinister Studios. Not Sinister Studios. That's me.
I was gonna
Spider
say,
Studios. Spider Studios in Cleveland, which is where a band called Chimera did all their records. A whole bunch of other big name metal guys have recorded there. But I went there and I got the full experience, and I was like, man, I need to up my recording game. I need to ditch this little analog recorder and and actually do it legit. So probably about 8-9 years ago, or almost 10 now, you know, I started my little home studio, and then it just grew and grew, man. I online courses, doing everything I could to learn how to do this. And then only recently, I'd say 3 years ago or so, I started opening it up to recording other people, like a legit studio. Is mainly just me recording all my bands, which is a lot because pre-COVID I had like 7 bands I was in. And then when COVID hit, it kind of,
that's pretty busy.
yeah, it was busy, man. It was practices every night and like gigs all weekend. You know, just 100% busy with music all the time. And then, yeah, and then COVID shut everything down, man. And a couple of those bands went away and aren't together now because of that. So then I didn't really have much to do, and I'm like, well, I'll start recording people. You know, I'll open a studio, as it were. And it turns out that was a good idea, apparently, because that's how Ruben found me, and that's how we started doing the El Demonio records, and kind of turned into this whole thing that we're doing now.
I don't know. That's, you know, and that's even like this show. It just, you build it and they will come.
That's yes. I mean, that's the hope, and Field of Dreams had it right.
Yeah, I mean,
Kevin Costner, he's full of wisdom.
Yeah, I see you guys. Yeah, I mean, off to some big things, man, and that's awesome. Just to see it happen, you know. And
yeah, I mean, it's cool, man. He got me hooked up with Sebastian and Push Global, Creative Records, and same thing. You know, the album's being distributed by the Orchard Sony. So I'm sure that plays a big part in the success it's having, and really allows me to get my music out to you know, a broader audience. Kind of reading the comments here, man, and yeah, I was at a lot of those, man. I think I went to every Ozfest since 02. I went to every Ozfest since 2002. I saw every Gigantor. Yeah, so I've been to those same concerts as you, bro. Good to know. Because besides playing music, man, I've always, you know, been a huge music fan. Go to every concert I can, meet everybody that I can. I've had the opportunity to play with and meet a lot of my huge influences, which is, you know, one of the benefits to playing music so long.
yeah, I thought, you know, it'd been cool to, if I would have ever got to make it to an Ozfest. But I ain't been
cool,
to a
man.
lot.
It was a
You know, I
different
grew up
experience,
listening
man.
to that. You know, my dad would always play some Ozzy. And speaking of that, real quick, of my dad, you know, you guys who watch the show know my dad calls every episode when we do the Burning Room. But I told him not to call on El Demonio, and he just messaged me saying, "I'm not calling." My dad has not failed. Every episode, my dad calls, and the phone just rings, and I always, and it's just kind of become part of the show.
Yeah.
So
well, I mean, you don't want to break tradition either, man. I mean,
right?
That's kind of part of it. Yeah. I mean, I shut mine off, I hope.
I love it, you know, just that it happened to be like every episode of the Burning Room.
No, that's super cool, man, and good to see that support, you know.
Right, exactly.
I mean, I bet I'm sure my mom's watching right now, man. She supports me in everything I do. One of the main reasons I've been able to pursue music so long is because of my mom, you know. So she's my number one supporter, besides my wife, obviously.
Right on.
They're both right up there. Yeah, and you can't really get the opportunity to go to Ozfest now, man. But it was something to behold, because even the festivals they have now aren't the same, man. I went to
Yeah.
my first Ozfest when I was like 16, and it was all day. It's the gates opened at 9 a.m. and I didn't leave there till like almost 2 or 3 in the morning. It was all day long, man. I was beat even being young. So it's a whole different thing than what you see today.
Yeah. See, I used to like roadie for a buddy's band, just a local band, small
Yeah.
band, but it was fun. We just did it to go out and party and have fun. And
I'd like
I
to say I
I'd
love the
always
music,
go,
but a go out party was a big part of wanting to be in a band too, man. I mean,
right?
come on.
Yeah,
I mean,
I used to go over there and sit there and fuck around on his drums all the time. Oh man, I beat the
Yep.
shit out of them drums. I learned a little bit, so yeah.
no, that's awesome, man. I encourage everything like that. Either even dabbling in music or being around it too.
Mhm.
If you don't play and you love music but you like being around it, man. We have some, especially with my tribute band Escape to Badlands. We have some pretty diehard fans that come to every single one of our shows, and it's kind of funny because we're playing the same cover songs at every show, but they want to be there and they want to hear it, and there's at least 2 or 3 couples that have been at every single one of our shows for the past 2 or 3 years, man. So um, I fully on board with that, man. If you get in, even if you don't play music, just find somebody local and offer to carry their gear because they ain't gonna say no.
Right.
I can guarantee you that.
Hey, it got me into the parties free.
Yes, and that's it, man. No cover charge for this guy. He's carrying my drums, and get him a
Exactly.
double jack down here, man.
Oh yeah, I had a minivan and it was just an old beater, no seats in the back. Oh, we would
Yep,
just drive that thing everywhere, and we'd load the drums in there, and
yep.
then when the drums weren't in there, we'd be in there.
Yeah, that's
Just
the same
driving.
thing we had, man. My old buddy who was our drummer at one time had this old beat up van, and we'd drive it out to the middle of nowhere and start our own parties,
Right?
Yeah. But that's part of it, man. I mean, I've had the opportunity to not only play with but also party with some pretty awesome people, man. Jason Costa, the drummer for All That Remains, me and him just sat there drinking for a couple hours, man, just talking about everything. So you get those perks, dude. Sorry, if I go silent, it's probably because I'm reading the
Yep. I'm
comments
trying to
too.
do
Yeah.
the same thing. I'm trying to pop them on the screen so I can see them bigger.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, man. Just look like you're in the band and people assume. I mean, so this is a funny story. It wasn't a show I played, but I went to a show with a band called Hell Yeah. If you guys know who that is, it's Vinnie Paul, ex Pantera, did it with some members of Mudvayne and stuff, and they had a meet and greet afterwards that I stayed for, and I was wearing one of my Dimebag tribute cowboy hats, and I must have had like 5 or 6 people asked to take my picture because they thought I was in that band. And I was I was like, I'm not one of the guys, but I think there's probably a couple of people with pictures on their phone that probably show it to people saying, hey, I met this guy in Hell Yeah, and I'm totally not in that band. So
Right.
you can get away with some stuff, man.
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty much when there was photos taken of the band, I was always in the back holding up some beer or something. I was in all the photos.
That's the best photo bombs, man.
Right? Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's fun. It's fun. I've toured the world and done some parties too, man. We did my old band Skull Theory. We got to go to Europe actually and do a tour there, man. And yeah, it was next level debauchery going on there. Just fun time. So great shows, good people. So yeah, it's a good part of it.
Let's see. Do I got all that? Did I go through all of them? I think I got. Did I put that one up yet? I might have missed some. I'm trying to get this up here too. Sorry. So real quick, we're gonna pop this up. Also, be sure to check him out on his Facebook page as well. You can follow him there.
Actually, at the top there, that's a picture of me with Gary Holt. And she's my brain just went blank there. But Gary Holt from Exodus, and I can't even get to the other guy's name out, but he was in Nevermore, and he was also in Megadeth for a while at NAMM a few years back. So yeah, rubbing elbows with the elite there. That's what that is.
So I just posted the link also in the chat for you guys, so you can check them out on Facebook, like and subscribe on Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram if you got it, man. I post all my stuff on there, like anything promoting the album, which is what's been a lot lately, but I also do a lot of live videos. I post a lot of footage from my bands at our shows, and also, just me playing guitar in the studio and things like that. So if you're into awesome guitar and hard rock and everything, just like, subscribe. I'm always posting new stuff, trying to do stuff. Only famous guy I know. That's super awesome though, bro. Tim Ripper Owens is one of my all-time favorite vocalists. I'm more of a Matthew Barlow guy when it comes to Iced Earth, but yeah, that's pretty cool. But
yeah. El Demonio's got my most famous person that I know.
I mean, that's a good one to have, man.
Right?
That's a good one to have.
Look, he's my first for a lot of things.
Right? And now I saw he was your first guest on the podcast.
Right, he was
too,
first
man.
guest on the show.
I feel like sloppy seconds over here, man.
Hey, he set it up.
Yeah, he did. That's usually how you get sloppy seconds. That's good times, man. But yeah, El Demonio's, brother, and really helped out setting this out. So I always got to give him the shout outs,
Definitely.
And check out our song too. It's called Like a Disease. It's actually going to be my next single. I don't have a video for it yet, but it will be the next video that comes out here in about a month or so, when I release the next single. And that's going to be me and him. But you can check out the Southside 1%er video if you go on his YouTube. I'm all over that thing. I put a bunch of guitars basically over a gangster rap song, man, and it was super fun to do. That was one of the first things that came to me, and he was like, "I'm doing this old school gangster rap song, but I want just heavy metal guitars all over it." And I was like, "What? Okay, I'm your guy then." So I got to take this old school, I'd have to say like Dr. Dre style 90s gangster rap song and put some really heavy guitars over it and put an awesome guitar solo in it. So yeah, and then we performed it live too a few times, and it's kind of different feel, playing,
right.
going from metal to gangster rap. I got range now, I can say that. But yeah, that song's on his YouTube, and you can see me on there. And then you can do a deep dive, look at all the other bands I'm in. I got lots of footage from my band Morbid Justice, even up to 15, 16 years ago, man. I'm all over that place.
You said Southside 1%er, right?
Southside 1%er, yep.
We're gonna show some love to my brother El Demonio, and we're gonna pop that up here as well, since you're featured in that.
Yes. It's a cool video. We had fun shooting it.
Got it. There we go.
There it is.
Let's give it a.
You might have to skip ahead. There's a couple of intros here at the beginning. Yeah.
Play a little bit, and afterwards you can go there. Oh yeah.
It's got the grind intro, and then it's got my Sinister Studios intro. Right about there, you should be good. Yeah,
there you go. Oh, that's another advertisement?
No, that's it.
Okay. That's it, yeah.
I heard you were a Southside gangster. Then I heard you were a Southwest outlaw. Fuck what you heard, no one could do better than the Southside, a 1%er. Well, I heard you were a Southside gangster. Then I heard you were a Southwest.
I heard someone comment earlier about listening to rap was like being kicked in the balls, so I apologize to whoever that was.
So yeah, that is a little preview, guys. If you guys want to go over there, show some love to our brother El Demonio, and definitely check out that video, Southside 1%er, featuring Kyle
cool.
Dalton.
I got a pretty awesome solo somewhere in there too, around like the 2.5, 3 minute mark or something like that. So it's not all rap.
Is it? Let me see. We'll see if we can.
Yeah. It's somewhere right there because that's the chorus.
Is it coming up? Oh, there we go.
This might be the first chorus. I don't know. Yeah,
what's
so
that?
it'd be past that. That was the first chorus. So it'd be after the second chorus there. Somewhere I can't really see the timestamp, but it's somewhere around 3.5 minutes.
Oh, are you still? I lost you for a second there.
It's all good, man. Oh, my internet's spotty at best, so I'm surprised we're still. It's been so fluid, honestly.
Right. Is it a little bit further?
Yeah, just a little bit. Keep scrolling there. Be able to tell. Keep going. I'll be kind of there by myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that must be it.
It'll be like right there. Yeah,
right at.
Yeah, right about there.
Let's check it out.
Let's check it out.
But you guys, to hear the rest of this song, you guys are gonna have to go show some love to El Demonio and watch that video. But we're gonna play this real quick.
A 1%er.
Always need more guitars, man. Thank you. That guitar I used in there is a Jackson.
Did we get it all?
Yeah, that was it, man. Oh yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
I got it.
Yeah, that guitar in that video, it's a Jackson Phil Demmel signature King V. Phil Demmel was the guitarist for Machine Head. He's currently in Kerry King's solo project and Category 7 with John Bush, and he's kind of one of those all-around musicians that's everywhere, man. But he used to be in a band called Violence, so that's his signature guitar I'm playing there. Yeah, it's exactly like the Kerry King from Beastie Boys thing. That was actually a huge part of my thought process when I did it. I was like, I got to do lots of whammy bar dives. I got to make it give it that Beastie Boys feel to it. Definitely. Good catch, man. Good ear.
Yeah, that's Hardwire 1%er. Well, you have to reach out to him too, brother. He'd probably do a show.
Who's that?
Hardwire. He's got his Hittin It with Hardwire. It's
nice.
On Sundays at 2 p.m. Sometimes 6 p.m. So
Okay.
we'll give
Yeah, I'd love to do
Hardwire.
that, man.
But I
Yeah.
think everybody in here already knows about Hardwire.
First time I'm
But,
hearing
hey.
about it, man. But I'm not up on my YouTube knowledge as I should be.
Well, yes. Anything else, brother? Oh man.
No, man. I just, I guess I'll take the time to thank you for having me on, man. I really appreciate it. The only other thing is, if you haven't already, I already saw somebody comment they were listening to the album, so I appreciate that. But if you haven't already, that's what I'm here to support, is my new album. It's called The Weight of Doubt. A really awesome collaboration here. It's a solo venture, but I had so much help from friends, family, and other musicians doing it. The mighty Crash Karma, if you can go check those guys out, definitely check them out. Two-piece metal duo from LA. They're featured on the album. El Demonio is featured. All my brothers and sisters from the other bands. And like I said, it had a good debut on Amazon, hit #1 on the Movers and Shakers, #6 on the rock and metal charts, and #27 on the all genre. So it's been well received, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes from here. And hopefully it takes off. And if you go on and check it out, if you go on to any of my Instagram or Facebook or any of that, and you like any of the videos, don't be afraid to leave a comment and say what's up. I try to reply to everybody and be as active as I can, and try to really, support everyone that supports me, because I don't really get to do music without people that enjoy the music I make. So again, thanks to everyone that tuned into this, and thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Right on. Well, like I did subscribe, so I'm a new follower for you.
Thank you. Sweet.
I think I did that a few days ago. Right.
I know that El Demonio was on here, and he was talking about how he's a content creator now instead of a musician, and it's a hard realization to come to the fact that I've been playing music for 23 years, but now everything's based online. Everything done through social media. Even if you play live shows, people want you to live stream them and stuff. So it's just a new reality of being a musician. Is you got to.
I mean, it's that way for us as a business as well. We had a store, and we just didn't get the foot traffic. Everybody's still ordering online, so we closed the store down, but it was a good experience for us to have. And
brick and mortar stores in general are just hard to run these days, man. Everyone wants it online. That's why Amazon's so huge. I mean, do you want to go out and get something, or do you want to have it delivered by a drone an hour after you order it? I mean, it's just everything's moving online these days, and a strong social media presence is almost like a must for anybody in the music industry. So yeah, I appreciate everyone checking it out, and make sure you go check out the album. When you do, turn it up really loud.
Right on. Yeah, Ghost Eagle, he does have a YouTube.
Yes,
he does have a
yes,
YouTube.
I have a YouTube. So it's just under my name, Kyle Dalton. It might be Kyle Dalton official.
I do have a link in the description of this video.
Yeah.
So
check out the link in the description. My YouTube's still in its infancy. I got a lot of shorts that you can check out. So far, only the one video up, which is the video for my song Death of Me, which features Crash Karma and Jesse Dahmer from The Wedding Is Off. But you can check out that video on my YouTube, and here in a few weeks I'll be dropping a video that features El Demonio, and then slowly I'll be putting all the videos for all the songs on the album out there. And plenty of live footage on the shorts though. So there's plenty of viewing pleasure there for you if you like live music, or if you're a guitar nerd like me and you like to just jam at home, man. Definitely check it out.
Right on.
And hell yeah, man. I mean, that's how I roll. I try to be a down to earth, humble guy as much as I can. We we play out a lot. I meet a lot of people, and that's just the best way to be, is genuine, you know. Even when playing with huge big name bands, you know, you got to treat everyone like an equal, you know.
Right.
So yeah, of course, man.
Let's see, was that? I think we got them all. All right.
Sweet.
Was that last one? All right. So yeah, everybody, that's Kyle Dalton, Sinister Studios. Be sure to check him out on Facebook, YouTube, and all the other platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, I believe.
Yep.
And yeah, thank you, man, for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it.
Right on. We'll be in contact.
Hell yeah. Take it easy.
You too. Have a good one, brother. You take care. Peace.
Yeah. Peace.
All right, guys. How's it going? So that was Kyle Dalton, our second special guest. So how'd that go? What'd you guys think? And let's see here. All right, yeah, Ghost Eagle. Thank you. We're getting there. We're getting people on the show now, and that's what's important. So a huge shout out to Kyle Dalton for joining us. It's awesome. It helps the show grow. We get to put stuff out about him and other people who come and join us on the show. So it's really good. Hopefully we can continue and grow the show. So thank you guys for all tuning in once again, and thank you to those of you who view at a later time. So we're going to end the show, and you guys take care. Peace out. And then we dabble around for a few more minutes while I figure it out. Dun, dun, dun. This is the outro. Yep, sure is. Hey guys, I keep reading the damn fucking text, so I smoked. Hey, just for fun, we're gonna do it because he's still there, so we're gonna bring him back. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Oh dang, you thought I was gone.
No, I seen you down there. No, I'm still just. Hey, that's what makes the show fun.
Yeah, hell yeah. I was just still watching, I didn't know if you still went on and ran it for a little bit longer, or what.
Sometimes I do.
Man. So I was just...
Sometimes I don't, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna pop them back on. Why not?
Yeah, hell, to hell with it.
You're right. I mean, hey, it's showtime.
Ghost Eagle Guardian says it was awesome. Well, thanks, man. Appreciate that. It was awesome being on here. I had a good time. It's on Apple Music as well. Yes, sir, it is. I think it's on all streaming platforms. Honestly, I don't know one that it's not on. It's on SoundCloud. It's on it's on Deezer. It's on all of them. And you can get it on iTunes too. Yeah, I understand the not having anything Apple. Most people don't, and that's a hard thing. Is promoting the album, and they want you to get people to get iTunes, and it's like, well, most people don't even have Apple products. But it is on Amazon, so if you want it on there, you can do that. And then, yeah, it's all the streaming platforms worldwide. And thanks, man. Yeah, check it out. Let me know. Try to make it a little bit of something for everyone. Definitely hard rock, like I said. If you're into Black Label Society, if you're into anything like Stain, Breaking Benjamin, the album is, or even grunge, it touches in the Alice in Chains Soundgarden type sound too. I try to keep it very diverse and put a lot of genres in this one. But if you don't like that, then check out all my other stuff, man. Because like I said, I'm in 4 other bands, and it covers a lot of ground. Everything from metalcore to hard rock to thrash metal to classic rock. I play it all, and now I guess I can add rap and country to my repertoire as well. So just a all around jack of trades musician, I guess.
So this is like a bonus ending, you know.
Yeah, this is like those
For
Marvel
the people who
credits
hang
at the
out.
end. Yeah, this is for those people that sit in the theater and wait for those end Marvel credits. Except there's not going to be any Deadpool or Wolverine this time. Sorry. Just me. Yeah, man, me too. I mean, I try to be as diverse as I can with my playing and with everything because I like everything. I mean, I like everything from Lifehouse and Creed to Cannibal Corpse and Slayer. So I try to be diverse in my music as well. I mean, I'm always going to be a metal guy, and that's where I cut my teeth, and that's where my roots are. But I'm never not open to doing anything. You know, when El Demonio came in, he's like, "Hey, you want to play on this rap song?" And then, "Hey, you want to do some urban outlaw country?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, man! Let's do it all." I'll go grab a stick of hay and stick it in my teeth, and we'll get this sucker done, man. I try to keep it as diverse as I can, man, because it's not just about the music; it's about your playing ability too. I mean, if you're going to be a guitarist or a musician, you should be able to dabble in every bit of genre and really, you know, keep an open mind and play everything. That's my take on it anyway.
Right. Yeah, I wish I would have picked up on some instruments whenever but like I said,
it's hard, man.
I fiddled with the drums a little bit. My dad was a drummer at the church.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, that's the weird thing. I didn't really grow up around any musicians in my family, but my family were heavily into music. So I was the only kid that I knew of whose parents had a big Motley Crue tapestry hanging in their living room. You know, I didn't know any other kids like that. So, I mean, that had a huge influence on me at a young age too, you know, watching Ozzy and Randy Rhoads and stuff before when I was like 3-4 years old. So I think the recorder counts because I played that too. I think everybody's issued those.
I think everybody did.
Yeah,
right?
everybody plays one of those, but it counts. And I wanted to play violin for a long time, and I never got into that. And I wanted to play guitar since I was young, but I actually didn't get one until I was around 12 or 13. My parents finally caved in, and somebody they knew was selling an old guitar with a beat up little amp for $50, and somehow I convinced them to buy it for me. And I'm sure I'd say most people probably immediately regret it, but like they like music, so they didn't mind me jamming it as loud as I could till 4 a.m. constantly.
Now, for a short period of time, I played around with the bass. I had a Dean bass guitar.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean,
yeah,
that was something I just did for maybe a couple months. Learned how to play that. Doon, 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 doon,
yes.
Doon. That was like the first thing I learned, right?
I think that's almost everybody's first song they learned, man. I was maybe not the first, but definitely one of the first riffs I ever learned, man. So that's everybody's go-to. Iconic Smoke on the Water riff. Dun 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 dun. Yep.
I still prefer just beating on drums.
I mean, that's fun too, man. I kind of dabble a little bit. I've never actually played drums in a band, but I can play pretty decent drum. I could keep a beat, you know what I mean? Enough to fake it if I had to. I could make it through a song. Yeah, but yeah, I play a little bit of everything. Like I said, I recorded all the bass guitar on this album as well, and I used a pick and finger style for both of it, or whatever it called for. I'm not the best synth player, but enough to do what I needed to do on this album. So yeah, I like to try to play a little bit at all the instruments if I can, man. Boots Randolph did the Benny Hill song. Okay.
People's are still in the chat, so I mean, heck, why not?
Yeah, I mean, I'll hang out, man. I got nothing else to do. Metallica's one first, just the beginning. Ding 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 ding. Yeah, that's an iconic intro, man. I think that was probably one of the first I learned too. Fade to Black by Metallica was also one of the first ones I learned. Yep, he knows. I remember Benny Hill Show, sure. I remember it. It was before my time, but I remember my grandparents watching it all the time.
All right. So,
yeah, so the bonus entry here.
now, guys, we're going to hop off here because I think I'm ready to. All right.
On,
so,
man.
Hey, everybody, once again, thanks for watching and thanks for hanging out for the bonus ending. Like I said, we just wing it and what happens, happens. So, hey, thanks you all for stopping by.
Yep.
Peace out.
Thanks
this
for
time
having me.
we are. Peace.